keys to the kingdom. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. There's joy in the kingdom. Hey, I know it is. There's peace in the kingdom. Hey, yes it is. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. No matter what you're going through, Jesus got the keys for you. You can bind things on earth, it shall be bound in heaven. You can lose things on earth, it shall be loose in heaven. We will. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we do. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Ever you we're gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Keys to the kingdom. He had them for me and you. Keys to the kingdom, I know he do. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Joy, peace. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Peace. Got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you got the keys to the kingdom. We're gonna unlock the things from the Lord.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Glad that you are with us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Glad that you are with us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Okay, that should be better. How's everybody doing tonight? We are getting ready. We're setting up. We are excited about tonight. We're going to talk about a topic. We can fix our cities, but we want to talk about how we need to fix them. So first of all, because I'm using my new system, how do I sound? Do I sound okay to everybody? As we get started, I just want to make sure I'm sounding good to everybody. So somebody that's on, tell me how I sound, but also let me know what county are you tuning in from tonight. And we want to welcome YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So we say welcome to each and every one of you being with us tonight. We're excited about. We got so much going on, so we're going to talk about a lot of that. So if you can hear me pretty good, just make a remark that you can hear me. Let me know, and then we're going to really get started on tonight's show. So all the way in Franklin. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. So tonight's show, because we set up the new system, is going to be interesting. Because tonight's show, as we're talking about how to fix our cities, um, Gray. Oh, great. Okay, good. All right. So um, we are we're excited about because we're excited because we're putting together a number of things that's going to help make all of our cities better, all of our counties better, um, and we just excited about it. And tomorrow night we got a special show again tomorrow night, and my guest tomorrow night is Dr. Duke Pesta, and he's going to be with us talking from the education standpoint, and we are working on something. We're not going to say what it is yet, but we are working on something on the education side. So tonight, as we're talking, uh, we're going to also test out our call in now. You are able to call in, and we're going to test it out, make sure everything is going well while we having this discussion on how to fix our cities. And so um, we want you to call in tonight. There's the number floating under the screen, so you guys can call. We'd love to talk with you live, and you can continue to text, and we will put your comments up on the screen. So we're going to do a test call. So those of you that's watching right now, one of you call in and let's test this before we really get started with the tonight's show, because I'm excited because we can fix this, not waiting on elected officials, but we as individuals, we as people of God, we as community people, we can fix what's going on um, in our cities, our counties, and even in our state and then our nation. But there's some things that we got to be willing to do in order to fix it. So we're excited about that. Um, that we're going to be able to fix some things, and so um, it start with those of us in the church. It start with those of us in the church, and it starts with our home, our own household. So we can do it. I know we can do it. I'm excited about what we're getting ready to do. Uh, so let's see. Kelly, I'm calling y'all out now. Kelly, dial the number, call in, say hello, and so we'll know that that part of the system is working as well. But when we look at everything that's going on, we're complaining about what's going on, but we're not coming to the table with solutions. And we need to come with solutions tonight. Uh, there's some things that needs to be done. There's some things that uh, we can do to fix our community, our cities, and our nation.
Unknown caller.
Okay. Hello, caller, you on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how are you, ma'am?
I guess it's working, huh?
I guess I, I guess it's working. Hey, how are you, man? Oh, so you got your phone. Okay. So are you since you got it up, are you sounding good on there? I guess it's working.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, caller. Since you got it up, are you sounding good on there?
I guess it sounds okay. Who are you talking to?
Okay, so I see now. We got a caller that don't want to talk. Okay, but it is working.
I guess it sounds okay.
Okay. All right. So thank you for calling, caller. So now it's working, you guys. So anybody that want to call in from YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and have this conversation, you are more than welcome to call in. There's a number of areas that needs to be fixed in order to make our city a better place. Okay. And so we have to ask ourselves, are we willing to put the time and the energy and the talents and sometimes resources to fix our cities? We can't wait on elected officials to fix them because we already know that elected officials is not going to fix our city. We already know that elected officials are so busy focused on taxes and wasteful spending that they're not really dealing with the issues that we deal with on a daily basis in our communities. The high crime. We found out that some elected officials spent a lot of money doing research on high crime. You don't need to do a research on high crime because you already know the crime is there. And you already know really what is the cause of the crime. It could be mental illness. And where did that mental illness come from? It came from lead in the water. It comes from trauma in a child's life. It could come from using drugs. I mean, it comes from a number of places, but we have to be willing to address it, touch those areas. And I really believe that it's going to take us getting off the couch, not holding up a sign, but literally getting involved, really going in and getting our hands dirty to deal with the issues that we're dealing with on a regular basis in our city and in our community. For example, you got the education system, right? And we got a lot of people is telling them, we got a lot of people telling parents, get your kids out of public schools, get them out. But let me ask a question. Where are they going to go? If a parent can't homeschool because they got to work to make a living, where are those children going to go? Are we giving them a different option? Are we giving them something that they can feel good about? Are we going to make sure that they have a place to go if we tell them to come out? Now, we're telling people to pull your kids out of school and we pull them out, but where are they going to go? Let's be realistic. Everybody doesn't have the luxury to homeschool their kids. So where are they going to go? There's something we have to ask. That's something we have to look into. There's something that we have to really tackle. Where are they going to go? And here's the thing, and let's just be honest with this. The ones that's going to be hurt, the ones that's going to be left, the ones that's going to be dealt with, okay? the ones that's going to be, hold on one second. Wait. I'm trying to fix my, okay, there you go. The ones that's going to be lost in the cracks are those that are in poverty. Those children who parents cannot afford to miss work to homeschool because they're too busy trying to pay the rent. Those children are the ones that's going to be hurt. Those children are the ones that's going to be left. Those children, what happens to those children? Do we have a plan for those who parents doesn't have the ability to send their kids to a private school? And I know we got choice money, but let's be real, every school cannot take all those kids. So what are we going to do for those children? Or what are we going to do for the children that's in foster care, and then by the time they get 18, there's no money for them and they're sent out to the streets and they have nowhere to go? What are we going to do for those that's coming home from prison? Or what are we going to do with those that's graduating but can't read and write? How are we going to slow down teen pregnancies? How are we going to not allow the school system to confuse our children with their sexuality, with their gender, with their identity? Everybody can't pull their kids out of the schools. So what are we going to do to offer solutions to those that can't go nowhere? What are we going to do for those that can't go nowhere? What are we going to do for those that who need it the most? All right, because most people that can pay for private education has a two-parent household. But what about that one-parent household? If we're talking about fixing problems, what are we going to do, and who is willing to help fix the issues that we're dealing with on a daily basis? Who's willing to get dirty? It's easy to stand outside with a sign. It's easy to give a couple of hours holding up a sign and going to a rally. But it's not easy rolling up your sleeve and getting in there, because you only see what the news shows. You don't even get a chance to see what they deal with in real life, what they're going through on a daily basis. When they wake up in the morning, some kids or some children only meal is at that school. See, we want to talk about changing some things, but we never want to do what it takes to get them changed. We always want to talk about change, and we always want to talk about fixing and lowering crime. Well, the first way to decrease crime okay, one of the ways to reduce crime is this: a person don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We did a wedding yesterday, And during the wedding, there were so many gentlemen that walked up to me, and they were saying hi. My wife said, "You know him?" And he was like, "Yeah, I know him. He got me my job. He helped me with my job." Then a lady had went to my wife a day before the wedding and asked my wife if we would do her wedding. And when I got there for the actual wedding, I knew the young lady who asked my wife to do her wedding and her fiance. I knew them. And she told my wife, "Yeah, we know him because every job my fiance had, he got him that job." See, we have to build relationships so we can go in and fix things. We gotta know the people that we're dealing with. We only go by what the media says about a person. We really don't take time to go and know anybody. So we're not going to be able to fix anything just by holding up signs and then just probably uh, voting a person in. We have to really be hands on. So again, we're talking about we can fix our city, but how? So let me ask this question. How many of you are really willing to get your hands dirty? And how many of you understand and realize that if we get Milwaukee fixed, if we heal Milwaukee, that is a big burden off of the state? So how many is really willing to get dirty? I'm gonna wait and see what kind of comments we get on that one. How many people are really ready to really help solve issues and heal our communities? Because every community, every city in the state of Wisconsin, every has issues. No, there's not one perfect city in the state of Wisconsin. Every last one have issues. The ones that don't have the gunshots and the car stealing, most of them have the drug overdose and the suicides. And so when we look at this thing, um, we have to wanna fix it. We have to want uh, to get it going. And so I am I am working on something. And Kelly and Kat, I just want you guys to know you guys are about to be very busy. Since you both said I am about to make you work. I am going to put you to work and put you to work fast. When we talk about the cities and the issues of our cities, oh, I like that. Challenge accepted. That's good that you say that. People are scared to come in Milwaukee because of what media have already done. But how many of you know that Milwaukee is not doing random robbing people? They're not taking people, going after people that they don't know. They're going after people they know. Milwaukee is not as bad as they try to make it seem. It just needs a little tender, loving care. It just needs a little people that want to invest into the people of Milwaukee and want to invest in Milwaukee, not just investing in property, but investing in Milwaukee, helping with education, helping with job training, spending time with somebody to make sure they can read, help them do math, help them budget, teach them financial literacy, help them with their credit. I mean, it's so much that can be done, but we just have to want to do it. We just have to want to get to that place where we address domestic violence, where we address sex trafficking, where we talk to our young ladies and make them realize that they are princesses, and talk to our young men and make sure they realize that they are prince about to mature to be kings, and helping families. Sometimes you just need to help families, help a mother who don't know how to cook. So, I mean, there's so much that we can do to work on the city of Milwaukee, and not just the city of Milwaukee, but also the city of Kenosha and Racine and Beloit and Madison and Sheboygan and Manitowoc and all over Green Bay, Wisconsin, Appleton. I mean, everybody has issues. The problem is how many people really want to get involved. Now I got some things that I'm gonna put in place. I got some training that I want to do with people that wants to really get involved, want to help, want to train, want to assist families. You might just want to help mothers. Maybe you was a single mom, and maybe you know the struggle of being a single mom. So maybe you want to put your heart out there and work with single moms. Maybe you want to be a dad, help out dads because you're a dad and you raising your children. I mean, there's a lot of areas that we can help. Maybe because you didn't have your dad in the house, that you want to be a surrogate father to somebody else. I mean, or a surrogate mother. There's a lot of things that we can do, you guys. We just gotta want to do it, and we gotta stop waiting around, waiting on somebody to rescue us when you the answer to your own problem. You are the answer to your own question. How do we do it? You the answer to that question. You got to be wanting to be a problem solver. Every last one of us, God is called to be problem solvers. And you just got to want to be that problem solver. You just got to want to be that one that says, I wants to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to be the one that when I leave the earth, I leave empty. That I pour out of myself everything that's in me. It's a shame that we are stingy with our time, and we're stingy with our talents. I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about the ability that God is giving you. A lot of us have a lot of great qualities. A lot of us are very gifted, and we should want to use that to be a blessing to someone else's life, to help them. It's not scary the way media make it look. People are looking for somebody to tell them you're special, to tell them you can make it, to tell them you can have a better life, to tell them it's not going to always be like this, to tell them this is where I come from. And if I could come out of it, you can come out of it. See, this is what people are looking for right now. People are looking for people that's willing to work. How many of you really want to be that good Samaritan? Bless you, sir. Now, Prophet Lloyd, if you want to come on the show, just tell me. If you don't want them to see your face, there's a number on the screen. You can call in the show and make your comments as well, because we would love to hear from you also, sir. So the number that's on the screen, you can call in and make your comments and everything like that. But people are waiting. People are waiting. People are sitting at home saying, God, send me help. And you're the answer to that prayer, but you're not getting up to go to solve the problem. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes us to have a made up mind to want to get involved, to want to get some stuff done, to make somebody else's life better. And you know what? All it takes is a kind word. All it takes is an encouraging word. All it takes is somebody else believing in them to boost up their belief system in themselves. That's all it takes. I've been doing it for years. And yesterday at the wedding, so many of those men was like, yeah, man, because of you. Yeah, man, let us know what you're going to get into next because you understand us. But I'm not the only one that understands. Every last one of us that's watching this show, you understand what it takes. You've been there. You done failed before and you got back up. There's nothing wrong with falling just long as you get up. And you made mistakes in your life. You tried something and it didn't work, but that didn't hinder you or stop you. You kept going. And see, they just need to know that you can get up. They just need a kind word. They just might need to know how. So you might need to show them. You might need to take a young mother grocery shopping and show her how to purchase food that is healthy for her family and how to make a meal that they can survive off that meal for 2 days. Y'all know it. We used to call them leftovers, and so they can have a meal for 2 days, maybe 3 days. But you got to teach them how to budget. They don't know how to budget. So they need somebody that would teach them how to budget. They would need somebody to teach them how to shop. Hey, Matthew, call in the show, Matthew. You see that number down there? Call in the show. Because we want to talk about how can we fix it. And everybody, one person don't have the answers, but all of us collectively as a village, we have the answer. We have the answer to every issue, every problem that is going on. Amen. So you guys, this is what it's about. It's about us all coming together and saying, you know what, let's do this. Let me tell you, in the Bible, when Joshua was getting ready to cross over to march around Jericho, there were some people that have got their inheritance on the other side of the Jordan. But Joshua told them, Joshua said, you cannot stay here. You have to cross over on the other side and help them possess their land. In other words, and I'm paraphrasing, you can't enjoy what you got until you go help them. And one of the things, the problems that people are getting upset about is they didn't want to come into Milwaukee and help Milwaukee. So guess what? Now the problem is coming over into their area. We have to get involved now from a local level, and we have to work. And after we have one victory, we don't stay there with that one victory. We have to keep going over into the next victory, into the next victory, because our biggest enemy is our last success. So we have to keep moving. We have to keep going. And so we have to make sure we cannot let up. We have to keep the pedal to the metal. That's it. We have to continue to keep it going, and we need people that are willing to fight, that are willing to stand up, that are willing to join in the fight. So, we got the things set up. You guys can call in and talk instead of just texting. The number's on the screen. Look on the screen. The numbers is floating on the screen. You see the number? It's right there on the screen. 414-585-9511. 414-585-9511 is the number. So y'all can call in and we can have this conversation and everything, because it takes all of us. It takes every last one of us. And we can do this, you guys. It's not hard. It just takes a made-up mind. When Nehemiah went to build the walls, you know, nobody else tried to build the walls because they looked at what it was going to take. The enemy, they had all kind of excuses. But Nehemiah went, and when he went, he began to talk, and then all of a sudden the Bible says the people had a mind to work. They had a mind to rebuild the walls, and they rebuilt the wall. And we can do the same thing. We just got to have a mind to work. We just got to have a mind to want to get the job done so that everybody can have a better life.
Unknown caller.
Hello, caller. You on the air?
Hey, good evening. This is All Lives Matter, Matt from Burlington. How are you, sir?
Hey, I am wonderful, sir. How are you?
Good. I wanted to compliment you on an extremely wonderful, positive, and well-run campaign. I absolutely love seeing you and all the wonderful patriots and passionate, individuals out there that were fighting for a better Wisconsin, for a better America. So thank you so much. You left it all in the field, and I want to thank you for making that commitment to run for all of us.
Well, thank you so much, sir. And I just want you to know that it's not over yet.
That's good.
I still got a couple of cards left in my arsenal. So we're about to do something, you know. So I'm glad that you're here. I was looking at your comment, and you're going. What position are you running for locally?
So a couple of years ago, I ran for my local town chairperson against a person that's been on our local board for a decade and a half, 3 or 4 years less than Robin Voss has been in the assembly, and by all intents and purposes would be a liberal in a very conservative community I live in. And the individuals lived here for 50 or 60 consecutive years. I've lived here for 10, had no political experience, and I managed to pull 34% against a sitting board member with a decade and a half, of town service. So I intend to probably do that again next year in 2023. I think I'm going to build on that energy I had in 2021 and learn from what I did well and what I didn't do well, and continue to make a commitment and a promise to my fine people here in the town I live in on some of the things that are very important to us, preserving our rural quality ways of life, trying to bolster stronger numbers for our volunteer fire department, working on finding a way to continue with our public safety law enforcement that's provided by the county without, spending a lot of extra money on them, and see if there's any ways we can cut some costs but still get, sufficient safe services for our first responders to provide for us here, and a lot of good ideas I have for our town. So I intend to do it again. I'm not going to get discouraged, and I'm going to continue to get behind people like you and other people that I was very supportive of at, other levels of office locally and statewide, because we need to have a lot of people like you and I that have different, professions from different walks of life to get in there. And I'm tired of professional politicians. I want more citizen politicians.
All right. And that's something that I think we all gotta take a look at. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It's really about our community, and it's about the people that we live next door to. It's about the people that live around the block. And if I want to feel safe, I know they want to feel safe.
That's correct.
If I want to live in a city that's thriving, I'm sure they want to do the same thing. And so, we just got to come together, be willing to meet, willing to sit down and say, okay, what are you good at? What are you good at? What are you good at? Let's put it together and say, okay, now this is the area we're gonna start first, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna work it right here. And after we work it right here, if it goes through, then guess what? We're gonna be able to help other people as well. And
You just hit the nail on the head. That's the sentiments I said exactly as I helped a local candidate here running for the 63rd Assembly District. When sometimes they had a hard time finding volunteers, I said, look, what we need to do is identify, a number of people that want to help them figure out what they're good at, because quite honestly, not everybody's comfortable knocking on doors and talking to strangers. Some people are really good at graphic artists and making designs and very good at, proofreading and spell checking. Other individuals are very, very good at, finances and money and bookkeeping. Everybody has something they can contribute, whether it's, burning, rubber off your shoes, knocking on doors, raising money at fundraisers, helping make some of the flyers and some of the literature behind the scenes. Identify what you're good at, join the team, fight for the greater good, and we have to have all hands on deck, all work in the same direction, no toxicity, no inner bickering or fighting, and push forward for our better communities. More change can happen in your community that can make your life miserable or pleasant than you're ever going to see out of Madison or DC. And so you need to start local and accept responsibility in your own communities. And we got to find a way to get along. 20 years ago, if I had friends that were Democrats, we could have a really good, honest conversation and walk away with, a really good, positive feeling. It was, a pretty fruitful conversation. Nowadays, the political divide between the toxic left and toxic right on both ends of the spectrum have got people where we can't have a conversation without ending in a fight or a massive disagreement. And we don't need that anymore, sir. I don't believe we got to get away from that.
and you know what? You're absolutely right. And there are Democrats in the city of Milwaukee, diehard Democrats, talk dirty about the Republican Party,
Mm-hmm.
but send their family members to me every time they need help.
Yep.
And I don't look at them and say, well, I ain't helping you. You're a Democrat. No, helping you means it's going to help your family, which is going to make the neighborhood better, which is going to make everybody benefit when everybody is. And I'm not saying, well, what we need to do is just give everybody all my stuff. No, I'm going to show you how to get your own.
Yep. And that's a testament to your character, your integrity, your faith. For you to be able to do that after dealing with all that negativity and everything they sling and throw, for them to come to you in a time of need and you to be a big enough person to say, I'm going to help you through this. We're going to help show you the way to make the situation better. That takes a big person to do that, because it's real easy to throw your hand and say, nope, I don't have time for this when you're treated like that or when you deal with that negativity. But the fact that you're always willing to be there to help, that says a lot about who you are as far as your person and your character and your makeup. And I think that's real important.
And well, if I'm striving to be like Christ helped them people, even though at the end he knew they was going to holler crucify him.
Yep.
So he already knew what they was going to do to him. So, I'm like, okay, people can talk just as long as they don't put their hands on me. They can say whatever they want. And if they need help, we need to help them. Because right now, it's about the children right now. It's about these babies. It's about us making sure their teachers are going back just to reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Yep.
And none of that.
In Burlington Area School District, BASD, there's a real big meeting tomorrow, and I think a lot of folks here are going to be going. It's our annual meeting. I believe it's their budgetary meeting. It's where they set any raises at all for the teachers, and they figure out they got for a budget. It's a very, very big back to the school year meeting. I think a lot of parents are going to go to that. I think it draws a lot more attention than the other ones that run throughout the year. So a lot of folks, if you're in the Burlington area, if you got any grandkids down here or nieces or nephews, make sure that the parents or the guardians know around Burlington. We'd love to see you at the Burlington Area School District meeting tomorrow night. I'm going to do the best I can to get over there because it's a good chance for our voices to be heard. I believe voting is going to be taking place on a couple things, and it's good community involvement. And like I said, this fight's all about the kids. I got a young child myself, and I don't know if I'd be this committed to helping out with my political efforts and endeavors as I am for myself and you and others, if I wasn't fighting for basically my child and other people's children. We're doing this for them, and we got to make sure we leave this place better than we found it. And that means right now standing up and pushing forward and trying to fight for a better Wisconsin, better America for all of our future generations. It's our responsibility to make sure these kids have got, something positive as we get older, and we leave them a very, very comfortable, nice Wisconsin communities, nation, so on and so forth. But I think I'll hop off. I'm going to go back onto your chat and watch and see if somebody else calls in.
But
if you want.
before you go,
Yes, sir.
two things. The first thing is someone is asking what time the school board meeting.
So let me check on that, and then when I get off here, I'm going to drop back in your post. I think it's 6:30 or 7, but I'll make sure I give accurate information.
Okay.
So I'll hop off and I'll get that information, and I'll drop that comment into the comments on your chat if you're going to stay on there. For
Yeah,
at least
we're
a
going
few
to be
minutes.
on for a little while. But my last thing is, can you check to see how much money the school got from the federal government for SEL and for the lunch? Because there were strings attached to both of those monies.
I know. I got somebody here in the community. My friend Adrian. I'll reach out to her. I'll try to contact her. She's very good at those numbers, and she may have that maybe someplace on the tip of her mind or in front of her fingers. And I'll try to do that. I want to say real quick, my own child, because of school choice, which I really do appreciate. I had the luxury of sending him to a different school. He doesn't have to go where I actually reside and pay my taxes. So because of school choice, he's enrolled in a different school. It's one of the top schools in an adjacent county, and it's a bit of a drive. It's a bit of a commitment for me to get him there. But I'll tell you what, they're doing the pure basic, educational curriculums, the real meaning of, a President's Day, the real meaning of, Black History Month, the real meaning of Veterans Day, Memorial's Day. They're really good about that. And I'm very diligent and very involved in what they have in their libraries and what they teach them and the syllabuses the teachers put forward. And I think he's in a really good school, and I appreciate that. So the wholesomeness my son has in his school is what I want to try to provide for other schools in and around where I live. So that's why I fight this fight in Burlington. I call myself a community member and a taxpayer here, but I want the kids in Burlington to have that pure, honest, positive school with the critical components of reading, writing, arithmetic, all that stuff that my child gets. And that's why I fight that fight, because I think that's so important. I think all kids should have that, versus what I consider the toxic agendas and the toxic curriculums that are being shoved down the throats on certain school districts and stuff,
Oh yeah, and that's why tomorrow night we're having a special event with Dr. Duke Pestle will be on the show tomorrow night. That we're going to be talking about education, and then we're going to be sharing something tomorrow that we're working on. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. But we got some we got some answers coming. We're working on some things. And Matt, I just want to thank you for coming on the show tonight and talking. And if there's anything else you might want to say, you're more than welcome to call back and join us again.
Yeah. One thing real quick, you're talking about how much money Burlington School District got in regards to federal money. One thing that, is probably related to that, where my child goes to school, what I noticed from COVID until last year, if my child wanted hot lunch, I think it was $1.25 or $1.50 or $2 a day, whatever it was. We did that for the first, 2, 3, 4 years of school, whatever it was. And then the last year or two, they said, "Oh, don't worry, you don't owe us anything." It didn't matter what your income was or what your economic makeup was or what you did for work. They didn't charge anybody to eat there, and I couldn't believe that. When I called the school to try to find out, it was because they had money coming in from the feds. What I'm happy to say is this year they didn't take any of that, and they're back to the same standards pre-COVID, where if your child wants to eat there and you're a financially comfortable or stable family, you're going to go back to paying for lunch, which is the way I think it should be, because if I can pack my child lunch, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to buy some groceries, or if he wants to eat there, I had no problem paying for that. But for the last couple of years, they wouldn't even take our money, from any of the parents that wanted to do that, because they were getting money coming in from the government to cover lunches because of COVID. And, that's taxpayer money right there. That's hard-earned people's pennies coming in that they got to go and make, that we got to dump into schools, paying for lunches from families where they're more than capable of covering it themselves, Yes. It's discouraging is what it is. So I'll get that information. I'll plug that. I'll drop that in your comments, sir. Thank you much. I hope somebody else calls or at least engages online in the comments. And I thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on, sir. Again, God bless you. And thank you for your support when I was running for lieutenant governor. And And I'm
Great things are going to come for you. You know, when one door closes, sometimes we don't know necessarily why, but I'm a firm believer. If you just keep your head above water and keep on swinging, there's something around the pipe. We don't always know what it is, but it's going to come to those of us that have worked hard enough to, to earn it and stuff. And I feel that might be in the works for you. So we're going to see each other around going forward, because we're fighting some of the same fights and we're working for some of the same goals. So it's a pleasure knowing you, sir.
Same here, sir. You have a good night now.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Yep, that was Brother Matt Allen that joined us on the show. You guys can call in. The number is 414-585-9511. I know some of y'all don't like to be on the show so people can see your face, but you don't mind calling and talking. So you are more than welcome to call in on the show now. 414-585-9511. This is about coming together with the solutions to fixing our cities, our counties, our state, and even our nation. And I believe that we can do it. I really, really believe, because we are the problem solvers. We have the solution. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to fix it. We can fix it ourselves. It's not that we don't know how. The question is, do we want to fix it? Do we want to fix the things that's coming up? Do we want to make sure that the children has a better education? Do we want a safer community? It takes all of us, each and every one of us. It takes to get involved. In the city of Milwaukee, we have churches almost on every corner. Now, if the church just come out of the four walls, we can reduce crime in our community. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can do. There's a lot of different things going on, and it's up to us who wants to make it better. And so we had two people already that was on the show say they want to get involved. Now, when I put y'all to work, I don't want to hear y'all hollering. I don't want to hear you fussing, which y'all don't do anyway. But I just want y'all to know it's going to be real busy. But we have to get going, and we have to do some things now. On YouTube, Stacy. We're gonna get her on YouTube. We putting all y'all back to work. And so I mean, it's a lot of things that a lot of us can do, and just like Matt said, you might not be good at talking to people face to face. You might not be good at knocking on a door to do a survey to find out what that community might need. But you might be good at writing letters. You might be good at, like he said, graphic design. There's a lot of different things you might be good at that will help us get to where we're trying to go. And so, we are working to make it better for everybody. And that's the goal that we're trying to do. Okay, there it is. Hold on. So tomorrow night, 6:30, some of you guys might want to go there tomorrow night. But also, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Dr. Duke Pesto will be on the show I'm trying to fix something on my computer. Give me 1 second. But Dr. Duke Pesto will be on the show tomorrow night. If you guys wants to okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Stacy says, I'm not good at door knocking since I got bit. Okay. Is that me or is that yours? I'm trying to see. Let me check. Let me see. Because I got mine right here too. I can check also. Okay, I'm good. I'm good on my end. Okay, so there's a book that Sarah has that I'm going to get, and it's going to share a lot of graphics of a lot of charts um, where without God in anything, it shows the decline in everything. Let me see what y'all talking now, because y'all got me. Oh, knocking doors, y'all getting bit by dogs. That's why I go knock doors with Kelly, because if a dog comes, she'll shoot him. Nah, no, she won't. Oh, okay. So if you got an idea on how we can solve this, you can call in 414-585-9511. That's 414-585-9511. You are welcome to call in and let's talk. Okay, wait a minute. Who is this right here? Your sound is awesome. I don't know who is this right here because you didn't say your name. So you might be in one of my other chats. Um, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You guys, again, I want to thank Tracy, Diane, and Destiny. They blessed me well, and I am honored to be part of their family as much as they are a part of my family. They bless me, and we are able to do some things, and so we are we are just grateful. I gotta, man, I tell you, my family have grown since I ran for office. It has grown into Jefferson County, up in Lake Mills. I got well, they ain't new, but I got two families or more up in Lake Mills, Franklin, Kenosha, Black River Falls, Westby, uh, Sheboygan, Manitowoc. I mean, I got them all over. My political mom lives in Manitowoc, and she traveled. Oh my gosh, she traveled places I did not expect to see my political mom, but she was everywhere. So, you guys, what ideas do you have that we can fix our cities? Let me hear from you guys. Call in 414-585-9511, 414-585-9511. And because, all of us, we got to come together, and we cannot wait. We cannot wait until an election and hoping somebody is going to do something that's going to make our life better when we don't do anything ourselves. To God be the glory, sir. To God be the glory. I can't take credit for something God is doing. I just let him have his way and use me. And so, when we go back, right, when we look at this thing, some of the solutions are so simple. It's not hard. We try to make it hard. We try to get other people to uh, be afraid to get involved. Well, Matt, I have something to share with you, but I'll share it off when we're not on the show. But I'm gonna share something with you uh, because that right there, that can come. That's going to happen. Not it might happen. That is going to happen. So there's something I need to share with you outside of the show. I don't want to put it out yet, but there's something I want to share with you on that. Um, and as a unit, right? We have to come together and listen. Every issue is important. Every single issue is very important. Let me say it again. Every single issue is important. And we have to stop making one issue more important than the other one. That's why we need teams. And if we get the team and we focus on certain issues, we can fix it. And I got a plan for it. I really, really have a plan that we're going to put in place to create this model that if we do this model, we can win. We'll be able to fix Milwaukee and Madison and every other state, major cities in other states with this model. And I'm excited about it. Um, you know, we just need people with pure hearts, not in it to make a name for themselves, not in it to personal gain, but in it to making sure that the children is taken care of and then everybody else is taken care of. Let me see. Hmm. Well, let me say this, Matt, and I got a couple of days left, but I have something that's going to educate uh, those citizens that you're talking about. I'm almost finished with my book, and the title of the book is why is it important to stay in the middle from a kingdom perspective? And when you read this book, you're going to be able to see where we made mistakes but you're also going to be able to see on how we can come out of the stuff that we're coming out of. Well, to God be the glory. And he's just putting the right people around me to get it done. So the book is amazing, you guys. Wait till you read the book. It is amazing. And it's going to make a lot of sense. It's not a very big, long book. We will have the second part of the book is, but when you read volume 1, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is it right here. And it is so powerful to do the book. It's so amazing that it's almost done. I just got to finish the latter part of chapter 3 and then all of chapter 4, but it is going to be done. It is amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Now I type, but my wife typed faster than me, so I'm probably going to have her start typing for me so we can get this book done because I need the book done. It is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. To the fact, I will say this. Wow, you putting a lot of pressure on me. Hey, Amber. Amber, if you want to talk, you can call in the show 414-585-9511, 414-585-9511. You can call in the show. Anybody that's on, you can call into the show and just share what do you think we need to do to make our cities, our county, our state, and our nation better. And it's not just by voting somebody in office. There's some work that we all have to do. And so we want you guys to call in and let's talk about it. Matt, I will say this. I give you, how should I say? I give you, no, I don't want to tease you because I could tease you and give you the title of the chapters, but I'm not going to do that to you tonight. We need to solve problems. We need to fix some things. We need to okay. All right. Yes. If Tracy's still on here, I would love to have Tracy call in. If Destiny's on here, I would love to have her call in. I would love to hear from you guys tonight and just tell me, what do you feel we need to do? What do you see in your community that we need to do to make it better? We're already fighting the education system. We have a show tomorrow night with Dr. Duke Pesto, but there's other things that need to be dealt with, like broken families. We got broken families, right? We have a family court system that is, I don't even want to touch that right now. But I mean, we got a lot of things that's going on, and most of us have failed at something. We tried something and it didn't work. So, and then we try something else and it worked. So we know what don't work, but we also know what works. And so we need to bring those gifts, those talents, those experience back to our community and help the people in our community. Wow, they're good at that, but but Matt, the Republicans is just as bad as the Democrats when it comes to bickering, division, hatred. Um, and what do I mean by that? Every time they get challenged, what do? Every time we challenge them for not doing their job, what do? They bring division and hate. How? Because they quickly point to the Democrats for them not doing their job. And so when we look at this is why, okay, Matt, you asked for it. So I'm gonna give you chapter 1. I'm not going into the book. I'm just gonna give you the title. We're not gonna talk about it. Deal. I need you to type in deal. And then we're gonna move forward. But see, you're gonna make me talk my book, and I don't want to talk about the book until it comes forth. And when it comes forth, we're gonna have a signing event for the book. We're going to get as many copies printed. We're going to get some people to purchase some that we can give out into the inner cities, into Milwaukee and Dane County, and have them just read it. We're going to have discussion on it because it's going to. And title, okay, did you say, wait, you got to say promise. Okay, so first I'm gonna put that up. Okay, and now he put that up, deal. Okay, so now I'm gonna say something, and I'm just gonna tell you the title, but I'm not going to discuss any of it. And I'll give you all 4 titles. We'll keep it hush hush. Okay. Title number 1 is called The Danger of Two Parties. That's title number 1. The danger of two parties. Title number 2, chapter 1 is the danger of two parties. Chapter 2 is the hidden power in the people. Chapter 3 is why I'm in the middle. And chapter 4 is we can turn it around if we do an exodus. Those are the 4 chapters of the book. The 4 chapters. I will not, again, we ain't talking about it, but it's going to be very good, very interesting. It's going to be, this book it has scriptures in it. It has quotes from the founding fathers in it. It's going to be amazing. It is definitely going to be amazing. And we'll be able to be a blessing in helping other people. And so, okay. So let me see. Okay, I got it. That's for chapter 1. That's for chapter 2. That's for chapter 3, and that's for chapter 4. Okay, gotcha. So when we look at the issues that we have to come up against, it's not really difficult to get it done. Again, it's not. We just got to be willing to want to put the time, energy, and effort on getting it done. I think that if we make up in our mind that I'm not going to leave this country in the condition that it's in to my children and my grandchildren, if we put in our mind and our heart, we cannot pass it on to them looking like this. then I think we're going to be able to fix some things. But if we just saying, well, it ain't at my house, so I ain't gonna deal with it, then it's gonna always stay like this. But I just want, for those who have that mindset, I just want you to get ready because it's gonna hit your house. And it might hit your household by your daughter, your son, or your grandchildren, whether it's through education, or they might just become a victim of some of this crap. They might be a victim of sex trafficking. They might be a victim of drug overdose. They might be a victim of suicide. They might be a victim of gun violence. They might be a victim of their own ignorance because you didn't make it known to them to study and to pay attention to what's going on. I mean, we have to look at this thing that whatever anytime, just like right now, the condition Milwaukee is in, Milwaukee affect the whole state. And you don't even live in Milwaukee, but you're affected by Milwaukee. You're affected by Milwaukee and Madison. You're affected by Milwaukee, Madison, Kenosha. You're affected by Milwaukee, Madison, Kenosha, Racine. You are affected by Milwaukee, Madison, Kenosha, Racine, Green Bay. You are affected by Milwaukee, Madison, Kenosha, Racine, Green Bay, La Crosse, and Beloit. You are affected by them. Some of the people are feeling it now in the Fox Valley area. Why? Because of some of those people from Milwaukee is moving up there, and the Sheboygan area, and the Manitowoc area. So they are moving up there, and Wausau, they moving up there. So you're going to be affected one way or another. So and because of that culture that's coming, and you don't know nothing about the culture, you ain't going to know how to deal with it. So this is why we got to come together now. This is why we got to work together now. So no matter where it goes, we know how to deal with it. Yes, she should call in. I would love for her to call in. Yes, we are all in this fight together. We are all together in this battle. And here's the thing about it. Whether we realize it or not, you in this fight. Now you can be part of the battle or you can be a casualty to war. But you are part of the fight one way or the other, whether you realize it or not. And we need to help those that can't help themselves right now. And the reason they can't help themselves because they didn't have what they needed to help themselves. That is why the NRA, the National Rifle Association, is the oldest civil rights group out here. Because when the Ku Klux Klan was doing what they was doing to the black families, it was the NRA that took down rifles and ammunition and gave it to them so they could defend their family. At first, they couldn't do nothing because they didn't have nothing to defend themselves with. So we have to be able to, just like Matt is saying, educate, educate, educate. Kelly, I don't know why it's doing that for you. Hey, man, people want to hear your solution to some of the issues that we're dealing with in life, especially with our children. And apparently you got a lot of fans out here. So they want you to call in and talk. The number is 414-585-9511. 414-585-9511. Because we're talking about fixing issues and how can we fix issues. And we're talking about the education system, and also what was brought up was the Burlington School Board meeting on tomorrow. So they want your knowledge. So if you don't mind, we would love to have you call in on the show, and or anybody that's watching that wants to call in. You are more than welcome to call in, and we can have a conversation about what we're talking about. Because she's the bomb.com, huh? So maybe she'll join, maybe she'll call in, and then we can hear from the great one. But it is something that we got to look at, and it's something that we got to realize what we do, how we do it, and why we do what we do. And so, with together, we can make it better. Together, we can make it better. It takes all of us. Together. You know, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us together. And then tomorrow night, we have Dr. Duke Pestle that's going to be with us. I am looking forward to Dr. Duke being with us tomorrow night. Then on Thursday, we will have our teaching on the kingdom on Tuesday night. And then Thursday, we will have our constitutional teaching on Thursday night with the constitutional queen. And so it's all about empowering. It's all about bringing everybody together. It's about all of us staying motivated, staying focused, staying connected, and getting the job done. Getting the job done. It takes all of us. It takes each and every one of us. So don't forget, let me find it again and put it back up on the screen. Where did Matt put that at? Oh, nope, that's not it. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. If you are in the Burlington area, go to the school board meeting tomorrow night. Starts at 6:30. Make sure you go. What's your question, Kat? I'm waiting on. Kat said she had a cue. So what's the question? What exactly did I sign up for this time? You will find out. I don't think I want to tell you yet. I want you to sweat. But it's good though. Trust me, it's good. It is good. You don't have to worry about it. What exactly did I sign up for? To help our children, to help our cities, our counties, excuse me, excuse me. Water went down the pipe the wrong way. So, and why would you be worried? Well, let's just say this, Kat. We will be using all of those red balloons. So don't worry. We'll be using them. Okay. Call 414-585-9511. 414-585-9511. And so while we're waiting, there you go.
Unknown caller.
Hold on. Calling you on the air.
Oh, red balloons? Red balloons, huh?
Oh, yeah. And so while we're waiting, there you go. Red balloon. Hold on.
Okay, that's all you're gonna say is red balloons? As long as I don't have to blow them all up by myself, I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, because I gotta tell you, I did learn how to do it though.
I know.
Okay.
We're gonna use all them gifts and talents.
Kelly, throw away the red balloons. I'm ready for you, sir. I really am. I'm
Okay.
one of your followers, and I truly believe in everything you're doing. And anything that you say is a gift from God, and I will go forth and do it for you.
Oh, but when I tell you, you're gonna love it. I'll call you tonight after the show, okay?
Okay. Have a
Thanks.
good one.
Thanks for
Bye.
calling. Bye. Miss Melby, it works. So try calling now. Kelly, don't you throw nothing away. So now we're just waiting. She said she tried to call. We're gonna see if she can get through now. I'm looking forward for her to call in. Uh, okay, phone line's clear. So we're just waiting on her. But so now tomorrow we also gonna open up the lines for Dr. Duke Pesto. We're also gonna open up the lines uh, on Tuesday night as well as Thursday night. But at a certain time, we're not going to open up the line for Thursday night until we are ready to answer questions. We're going to let her teach first, and then we're going to let Dr. Duke speak first, and then we'll open up the lines. But we're not going to just open up the lines right away. But we are going to have the lines open so you can ask questions and anything. Don't worry, I can control everything. So if somebody get out of line, I give them the click real quick. So, but we're going to be very professional, and we're going to have a great time. I know. I know she is. So maybe she won't be able to make it in tonight. Because I know she know what's going on. Okay, so um, if we come together and work together, we can see a major change in our cities and in our communities. Major, major change, major. And I know Adam Steen is working hard. He's a write-in candidate now, and so uh, I hope everybody's helped getting the word out for him as a write-in candidate. Um, I don't know where she get it from either. But I think that I will talk with them and see if we can get them on the show as well. You're absolutely right, Melissa. The biggest weapon we have is prayer, prayer and praise. Because after we pray, we have to believe God is able to do what we're praying for. And if we can believe God, then are then we got this. And it's our faith in God that's going to help us get through this. It is definitely our faith in God that's going to help us. Yes, and we got to keep Adam in prayer too. Uh, he's dealt with a lot, not just running for office, but he's dealt with a lot, and we definitely want to keep him up in prayer. And so I'm gonna get my brother to come on the show too and talk one day when he can sit still for a minute. So, but I just wanted to get on and talk about that real quick and test out to make sure the call in is working. The system is put uh, is operating the way we want it to operate. Again, I thank um, Tracy, Diane, and Destiny for this beautiful birthday gift. Now I'm able to do a lot more, and so I'm excited about the things that we can do. And yes, and so we got to lift up, and we need to lift everybody up in prayer. We have to lift everybody up. So much is going on um, that we have to do. And again, one of the other reasons why I'm so grateful to what Tracy did, he came today and he set it up for me and everything, is because there's not too much I can really do right now, but to go to rehab and therapy and all of that, uh, and write my book because of the accident, I'm still uh, not back normal yet. So I can use every avenue to get everything done that needs to be done. Yeah, I really like the call in the part now, because a lot of people don't want to show their face, but they will call in. And so like Kat called in, we can never get her to just be on the show where you'll see her face and talk, but she will call in. And so I am grateful that she's calling in and everything. And then we'll have some people that might be on the road that can't do the video, but they can call in into the show and that they can talk as well. So I'm really really excited about the new setup. And so I was trying to mess with Paris today, but ain't no telling where he at right now. But again, you guys, I want to thank everybody for coming on with me tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, if you're not at the Burlington School Board meeting tomorrow, tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I will be uh, we will be on with Dr. Duke Pesto tomorrow night. And then we will be uh, finishing up the podcast so we can take the audio podcast. It'll be on, um, wow, it's a number of venues that it'll be on. I just have to remember which ones that it is going to be on. I know Spotify. Um, I just got to remember the rest of them. Yeah, Paris like getting in trouble, so I only can hang with him for about maybe an hour or two, and then I got to detox myself and then go back and mess with him for 2 more hours. Cause Paris like getting in trouble. That's my Greek freak. I call him the Greek freak, and so, but he's a good friend of mine, and I love him dear. So, you guys, I just thank everybody for being on, and Uh, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Dr. Duke Pesto will be on. The book will be finished in the next couple of days, and then I gotta get it to the publisher. After I get it edited, then I gotta send it to a couple of people who are gonna read it and then do a forward. But it'll get done. Okay, and you'll catch, and I will also give an update on how far I am when it comes to the book, because I'm not sure if he have. I'm gonna have to check and see. Oh, so he was at the Ron Johnson. Okay. I'm surprised he's coming out in public the way people wanted to jump on him. But so I thank you guys. I love you. I love each and every one of you guys. I am blessed to know you guys. I'm blessed to be connected to you guys. I'm blessed that God is opening up this avenue for me to continue to do what I do. Um, we're gonna uh, we're going to make sure that we continue to move forward, rock and roll. Uh, so I thank you guys again for watching, and I am going to sign off tonight and get ready for tomorrow and go relax and lay down. All I can do is sit and lay down. Oh, really? I'm sure he was. Love you back, even when you put. Wait a minute. I did not. I asked for volunteers and you volunteered. But you love it anyway, so I'm not worried about it. I just work you hard, that's all. But I thank God, you guys. Matt, when I get off the show, I'm going to DM you, okay? And then share something with you. So we thank you guys so much. Love each and every one of you. Until we meet again. This is Dr. David D. King. God bless.
We got the keys to the kingdom. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. There's joy in the kingdom. Hey, I know it is. There's peace in the kingdom. Hey, yes it is. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes we do, I know we do. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. No matter what you're going through, Jesus got the keys for you. You can bind things on earth, it shall be bound in heaven. You can loose things on earth, it shall be loose in heaven. We will. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we will. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Ever you we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Keys to the kingdom. He had them for me and you. Keys to the kingdom, I know he do. We got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do, I know we do. Gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Joy, peace. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you we got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Peace. Got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you got the keys to the kingdom. Yes, we do. I know we gonna unlock the things from the Lord. Ever you got the keys to the kingdom. We gonna unlock the things from the Lord.